Hello, and thank you for checking us out at RedArt Technologies. Today we are displaying the CNC Pro by RedArt Technologies, a portable CNC machine. First thing we're going to do is assemble and disassemble the machine so you can fully see how it is done. First thing we're going to do is we're going to open the box. We're going to grab our router and get it mounted to our gantry. I've got 3 bolts on either side of this plate. You're going to take these out and you're going to go ahead and mount your router plate and your router to it. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pull out our drivers and our computer out of our box. Now we have access to our gantry and all of our rail systems. The next step is to go ahead and grab the gantry out. You're going to grab it with the foam and pull it all out of the box. You're going to set it down and go ahead and push on the foam and the gantry will slide up and out of there. We're going to grab our cords and our gantry all in one step and pull it up and out. Now we're going to set that down. We want our cord always pointing to where we're going to be starting our engraving. We're going to grab our foam and pull it out of the way. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our rail systems and put them on. We're going to pull one out at a time. On our rail systems, we got a screw on the end. One goes on the right side and one goes on the left. So you take the screw out of the long side of the rail. All of our rails are beveled so they fit inside the pillow blocks. You're going to grab the rail. You're going to set it down. You do not want to force these in. You just kind of want to guide them through. And you'll hear the motor grab the gear and you can just slide it forward. Now we're going to go ahead and put our screw back into our hole here. And we're going to grab our other rail. Once again, we're going to pull our screw out of our rail. Take it over to this side and slide it in here. We do not force these in. We just slide them in until it grabs the gear and then you can slide it forward. You want to kind of line these up so they're kind of equal to themselves. And we'll go ahead and put the screw back in. Next, we're going to grab the end plates of our frame. They're in their own spot. We're going to grab those. We're going to take the screws out of either side. These are all precision fit. We use hardened steel pins. It's beveled to the rail so everything fits super tight. We're going to take this and we're going to go ahead and slide it under our rails. Should be able to just push down. Everything should snap into place. We're just going to put our screws back in. We're not going to screw them in. We're just going to put them in by hand. We're going to go ahead and grab our other rail system here. Take the screws out of it as well. We're going to slide it up under our rails here. Line our pins up. Everything should slide right on into place. Take your screws. You're going to go ahead and put those in. And once we've gotten to this point, we're going to go ahead and get our tool, which comes in our case, and we're going to tighten all these screws right down in. And then same with our rail screws here, we're going to tighten those in as well. Okay? Next thing we're going to do, we're going to grab our screws that allow us to adjust the machine while it's running and adjust to uneven surfaces. This is the last step in setting this rail up, but we're going to screw these in and we're going to run those all the way down to the concrete until they actually hit. Okay? Next thing we're going to do, grab our other set, and they're going to go over here in these holes as well. Now that we've got our machine set up, we've got everything tight, we're going to go ahead and grab the gantry and we're going to pull it back until it stops and slide it over, and this will be the start point of where we're going to be cutting. Next thing we're going to do is grab our cords. All of our connectors are color coded, so you can literally just line them up: red, black, white, silver. This is the power cord to your router. Everything gets plugged in here. They screw on. Super easy and neat. Now that we've gotten this far, we've done our engraving, it's time to break the machine down and put it away for storage. So we're going to go ahead and pull our pins back out on all four corners. They have their own place in the box. You want to make sure you stick them in there super tight and nice. Pull these ones out. They also go in their own case, right in their spot. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to take off our end rail pieces. So we're going to slide our gantry back to the middle. We're going to go ahead and take the screws out on either side. And we're just going to pop it up and out. Okay. We're going to take our screws and put them back in our plate here. I recommend every time we pull this apart that we clean it with a microfiber. Concrete dust is really fine. It tends to get everywhere. So we're going to clean that off and put that back in its own spot. Same with this side. We're going to go ahead and take our screws out. We'll put our screws back in. And we'll wipe it down and put it back in its own box. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take the linear rails off the gantry. So we'll go ahead and we'll pull the screw out, limiter stop screw. And we'll go ahead and put this back in. I really like to wipe down these linear rails. Concrete dust gets on there pretty good and cakes up. You're going to put this back in its case. Same with this one. We're going to pull the screw out and slide the rail. Now we're going to put the screw back in and wipe it down. Now that we've gotten this far, we can go ahead and wipe down our gantry. Make sure the dust is all wiped down, our motors, and we'll put the foam back into our box here. We're going to grab our gantry, make sure it's in the middle, set it right into place. It's going to fall down to its own spot. We're going to take the cord, and put it in its own place. Next, we're going to go ahead and grab our computer and our drivers and set them in there. Next thing we're going to do is take off our router. We're going to pull our 3 screws and loosen these 2 screws. Slides right back out. The router goes in its own case. You're able to shut the box, and now you're fully portable. Go to the next job. Thank you for checking us out. On the next video, we'll be going over setup of the actual drivers and the computer itself to the machine, and look forward to seeing you there. Thank you for checking us out with RedArt Technologies.